In his much anticipated latest greed and fear note, Wood of Jefferies has actually written quite extensively, and what he's actually talking about, he's talking about quite a few things. Number one, he talks about the potential vaccine development. He speaks about the outcome of the US presidential election. He speaks about his particular trade or his strategic idea as far as the reopening trade is concerned. He also speaks about a couple of investment changes he's made. He continues to maintain that any lockdown is actually a lunatic move. And he also speaks about how gold, Bitcoin and Japan are actually some of his long ideas at this point of time, despite the risk of sentiment that the risk on sentiment that you're seeing across the globe on back of the vaccine development news. Number one, what he is saying is that if anybody was ever in any doubt that cyclical stocks would rally sharply on the reopening trade, they got the evidence they needed this week with the parabolic moves on Monday on the Pfizer news. Now, what Wood is saying is that, as per his own dialogue with various medical representatives, he believes that at this point of time, it is not a question of whether the vaccine will come or not. He believes that there will be vaccine that will be available by the middle of next year. He also believes that there would be more than one vaccine that would be available by the middle of next year. However, what he states is that at this point of time, the challenge as far as vaccine developers and companies are concerned is the fact that they would be actually facing quite a bit of a bottleneck as far as making the vaccine or storage of the vaccine is concerned. Wood continues to maintain that the renewed lockdowns that you're seeing across Europe is something that he's tracking very closely. He's tracking each and every country quite closely, and he believes that going in for a lockdown is actually quite lunatic. At this point of time, what he is saying is that do not rule out Donald Trump to run for presidency again after the reign of the new president Joe Biden is over. He continues to hope and indeed expect that America will actually avoid renewed lockdowns. Wood very interestingly notes that while there was a continuous amount of change as far as gold prices are concerned in terms of seeing a severe and sharp correction after the vaccine news did come out, he believes that the gold long trade is still not done. He believes that he continues to believe in gold prices, and in fact he says for that matter Bitcoin is also something that he believes can do quite well. He's made a few changes as far as the Asia Pacific ex-Japan relative return portfolio is concerned. What he has done is he has gone ahead and removed the investment in Cipla, and he has replaced it by an investment in ICICI Bank. So as far as Wood is concerned, he's maintained a consistent stance. He maintains a positive view as far as gold as well as precious metal is concerned. He also, what he has done is he continues to maintain that any kind of lockdown is quite lunatic, and this is something that he hopes that most of the countries going forward will avoid.